Well, welcome back, everybody. Whether you were studying abroad, traveling for Jan terms, traveling for fun, here on campus, enjoying the great January weather here, I just want to welcome you back here. Spring semester's in full swing. Got our first week under the belt. Hope you're relaxing, catching up on sleep. Michael Harry here, your student body president, and I'm bringing to you the first Friday video of February, where I'll give you the rundown of things that will be happening in this next month, and all things will be happening in ASWU. So let's start off with some of the things that are on the agenda for ASWU at the moment. The potential rock wall that we were discussing, unfortunately, will not be happening. The site that we were looking at in Graves Gym is not foundationally sound to support a rock wall. So bummer news there. We're looking into possible alternatives and talking with lots of different people. Jeff Podmeyer, our outdoor rec coordinator, has been working really hard for you guys. We have two pretty substantial search committees happening right now. The Presidential Search Committee, as you know, looking for President Robinson's replacement. I'm happy to report that we met this morning, and things are still on track. We're narrowing, going through the pool of people and candidates, and it's crunch time, and things are going well. And we'll keep you updated as we go. We got another meeting in the month of February, so I'll update you again on the month of March, the first Friday in March, let you know how things are going. And we're also have going a resident director search committee we have 3 resident directors leaving at the end of the year. So if you guys could hold those in your prayers, that would be great. Just that God raise up those leaders and help the process and the search committee. Also want to bring up ASW formed a diversity committee, which is looking at diversity on campus of all sorts of aspects. And we have a new vice president for diversity, actually. His name is Larry Burnley. And I'm happy to say that we welcome him, and we are so excited to have him. And what the point of the ASW committee was to look at diversity situations on campus, ways that they can be improved, and come to the table when Larry came and say, hey, these are our ideas. What do you think of them? Are they good? Where can we have some improvements? So we have an extremely awesome man in the name of Larry Burnley, our new VP. So we welcome him and expect to see some good things happening from that. Sodexo's, as if you might have noticed, they've got a new flat screen LCD TV in the dining hall, and what this is going to be a rotating like slideshow of different events coming up, and also be looking out. They have quite a few of special events being planned for the rest of spring semester. Be looking for those in your newsletters. Your senators will be posting them up, so you know what's coming up in the week, because there's some really cool meals coming up. Let's look at the month of February here tonight. Okay, so today's Friday the 5th. Tonight is this amazing program called Gospel Explosion. It's in honors and in celebration of Black History Month, and the focus throughout the whole night is spiritual praise. So we'll have choirs and bands from Whitworth and also all throughout the Spokane community playing amazing music, and there's so much energy, and it is awesome. On the 10th and 11th, seniors, if you didn't get your yearbook pictures taken, you need to. If you got the first time, here's some retakes happening. They'll be happening upstairs in the hub. Happening on the 11th is presentation by the Jan term group that went to Tanzania, and that's happening at 5 in the Robinson Teaching Theater. So if you know anyone, go support them. Go see what the tour is about. If you don't know anyone, go see it as a possible amazing trip that you could go on, and it'll open your world to traveling to Jan term, because it's a great experience. Happening also that night on the 11th at 7:30 in the Robinson Teaching Theater is a presentation by a Spokane man called A Life of Struggle in Iraq, and he is an Iraqi native who has since moved to Spokane, and he's lived through war-torn Iraq, and it'll be a very interesting and eye-opening presentation that night. Happening on the 12th is the Soul Food Dinner where there's not only food but amazing entertainment. And that's happening in the Hub Cafe. It's $9. Starts at 5. But let me tell you, Mama Bean's Cooking is where it's at. You need to go check this out. It is so good. Happening on the 13th. Okay, we got a busy day. The day before Valentine's Day, 13th. Women of Wisdom. Women, listen up. This is an all-day conference full of speakers and panels. It's happening at 10 a.m. in the Robinson Teaching Theater. It's happening most of the day, so you can come and go as you leave. Fit it into your schedule. I guarantee you, anytime you go there, you'll be filled with just wisdom and just a really cool community of people. And that's happening all over in Weyerhaeuser. So go check that out. Men's and women's basketball teams are playing at home against PLU. Men start at 4, women start at 6. So let's go support our conference champ basketball players. Also happening that night, 7 p.m. In the Robinson Teaching Theater is the Loveology series. And it'll be a 2-part teaching series about what a godly relationship will look like. And this is given by Pastor John Mark Cormel. So that'd be really good, because the next day, Valentine's Day, let's go put that into action, Whitworth. Singles Awareness Day. I know some of you are saying that right now. 18th, 19th, and 20th, we have the Leonard Oakland Film Fest. Now, this will be really fun because it's happening in the Robinson Teaching Theater, and every night Leonard will be hosting a short, brief film before a feature film. So he'll be there himself, and so that's happening the 18th, 19th, and 20th. On the 22nd is comedian Daniel Packard at 8 in the cafe, and he comes from a very different school of comedy where he actually interacts very intimately with the crowd. And the dude, just come and watch him work his magic, because it's a lot of fun. 22nd at 8 in the cafe. Slam poet Alvin Lau is coming on the 24th. And with that is the month of February. And I also wanted to just briefly mention, you may have seen the emails, but student aid is potentially in jeopardy. Governor Gregoire has proposed a tax budget cut, which involves, it would essentially affect about 120 Whitworth students. On campus, work study is safe, but off campus, work study is essentially has no chance with her plan that she proposed. So it's a really good idea to be in contact with your legislators and say, this makes a big difference. Write to Governor Gregoire, your legislators, let him know that you really don't want to see this hit the chopping floor. And with that is February, guys. If any of you are wondering where I've gotten all this information, I've had a couple of people ask me, where do you get all those events? If you go to whitworth.edu/calendars, that is where I've been getting all my stuff. So now you know the secret to these videos. Now they're obsolete. So anyway, thanks for watching right till the end, all 4 of you. And I'll see you around.